Hello and welcome back to the second lesson on indices, and in this video we are going to be looking at the laws of indices, or some might call it as the rules of indices. In particular, we're going to be looking at the first rule of indices, and in the next videos we're going to be looking at rule 2 and 3. So let's get started. So let's start with a nice easy number to work with, and as usual I go for 2, so that's 2, I'm going to write 2 squared times 2 cubed. Now I can tell you for a fact right from the start that we can write this as 2 to the power of 5. You might be thinking, whoa, how are you writing it as 2 to the power of 5? Well, if you have a look here, we have 2 times 2. And then I am multiplying by 2 cubed. So I'm going 2 times 2 times 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 to the power of 5 again. Okay, 2 multiplied by itself 5 times. Now you might be thinking, well, why do we need to write it in this format? Why do we have to write it in that format, which is actually called the index form? Okay, so we are simplifying the indices here on this, on the left hand side. We are simplifying it and we're writing it in index form. So why do we need to write it in this format? Well, it's just a shorthand. Okay, it makes our lives much easier. You know, it's much easier to write 2 numbers than having to write, 1, 2, 3 and 4 numbers. Okay, it's much easier. And as we go into algebra, things get a bit out of hand, so we need to tidy things up, keep things neat. So now that you've seen that, let's delve into the first rule. Now what we had here at the top, I'm just going to rewrite it here again. So, can you spot the link between that 2 there, this 3 and that 5? What's the link? How are we going from 2, 3 to 5? Well, we are adding. The only possible way is if we add them. 2 plus 3 is 5. So what this means is, I'll write it in this format here, 2 plus 3, and that gives you 2 to the power of 5. Now, does that work for anything else? Well, let's find out. So let's try, let's go for p's. So I'm gonna write, let's have p cubed times p to the power of 4. Now let's see what this works out to be. So I've got p times p. You see how long it gets? So how many p's? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it's p to the power of 7. Does it work if we add these 2 numbers at the top? 3 add 4 makes 7. So yes, it works. Okay, we can just add the powers, p to the 7. Now this only works if you have the same base number. Now what's the base again? I covered it in the first video in this series, but here's a quick recap. Your base number is these numbers here. So this 2 is your base. This is your base. Okay. Similarly here at the bottom, this p is the base. Okay. This rule only works, the addition rule only works when we are multiplying. Okay, not when we are adding. Only when we multiply. So only works, there's 2 conditions actually. Only works when one
the bases are the same. Okay, and 2 when we are multiplying the bases. So when bases multiplied. Multiplying bases.
Okay, so it only works if the bases are the same and we are multiplying. Now you might think, whoa, well, can you prove that? Now you might be thinking, well, why? What happens if we add? Well, if we add, then what happens is, I'm going to write it here actually, just to show you. So if we add, and I'm going to do it in red, to show you that we can't do it. So 2 squared times, actually add, we said we're going to add 2 cubed. Okay, now straight away you're going to say, oh, well, this is 4, and I'm going to add 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, which makes 12. Okay, whereas if you go right to the top here, right, 2 to the 5 is not 12. This answer here, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 times, that is 32. Okay, so you can see there is a difference. So this only works when we are multiplying the bases and bearing in mind they are the same. Okay, so we can't go about and put things together. Right, this is it for the first video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next video.